Hey there, it's Pete, GCI Turf. Hope you're doing good. And let's talk a little bit about some of the chemicals that we're using in GCI Turf Academy. Now, these are chemicals, okay? There's nothing organic about it. They're manufactured chemicals that you want to be cautious with. They are commercial grade chemicals, okay? When used correctly and properly, there's nothing like them. They do a heck of a job. Also, when you use them properly, they're much, much cheaper than the stuff you buy at the big box store. So let's start off with the Prodamine. This is what I prefer as the pre-emergent in the round 1 and round 2 application. The round 1 application, you're going to run a 0.38 ounce per 1,000 square feet. Now this is a powder, a dry powder, so when you mix it with the water, it becomes liquid. It emulsifies down into the water, melts in the water. So as round 1's typically done around the mid-February time frame, so you're going to want to use warm water when you're mixing. Have plenty of water in your sprayer. Use your little drill with the paint stirrer and be stirring it very well, and then slowly add this and it will melt right in there. Sprays just fine. It is compatible with pretty much anything. Again, we're spraying at the 64 ounce or 2 quart per 1,000, so you can throw in another product with this and be completely safe. The main objective of Prodamine is to catch crabgrass before it germinates. Now, don't get crabgrass in Bermuda mistaken or mixed up. A lot of people do that. It's for crabgrass. Use your trim nozzle around the edges so you can get a little extra protection, put a little heavier dose around all your edges, because typically that's where the crabgrass is going to come up first. Now, it does control many more weeds other than crabgrass, but it does not control them all. Okay, there are weeds that do not come from seed, like nutsedge and Virginia buttonweed, wild violet, things like that. They don't come from a seed, they come from a tuber. They have to be controlled post-emergently. This is a pre-emergent. We're trying to catch the crabgrass before it germinates, because once it germinates, it can be a beast to get rid of until the following season when you prevent it. So round 2, we're going to run, round 1, we're going to run a 0.38 ounce rate. Now you'll need a little measuring, a weighing scale, like a little digital weighing scale, to be able to measure this out accurately. 0.38 ounces per 1,000 square feet for round 1. Round 2, we're going to run the 0.55 rate. 0.55 ounces per 1,000 square feet. The round 2 is done about mid-April. Round 1's mid-February, round 2's mid-April. Now, if you are up north and your season starts a little later than ours, then you're going to want to wait a little bit longer. If you still got snow on the ground, it's my personal opinion that it's the second that snow's gone, and you might have a chance of a little snowstorm here and there, but the bulk of your snow is gone. You need to get your round 1 done, okay? Because we're trying to get all this stuff in the ground and hopping and ready to go before the heat hits and before things start to warm up. So as the grass wakes up, everything is there for it, including the fertilizer. Now, when using this pre-emergent, you need to expect for this stuff to break down around the 1st or 2nd week of August, okay? We want it to break down around the 1st or 2nd week of August. We don't want it in the ground any longer than that, because for you cool season guys, we're aerating and seeding, okay? This hinders seed germination, right? So it doesn't know the difference between a grass seed and a weed seed. So that's why the timing is kind of crucial on this. We want this to be gone and absent from the soil by the time we aerate and seed. Again, I want to stress that the best weed control on planet Earth is a super dense, thick turf. And we need to get the turf to that point before you start seeing some long-term results of less and less weeds. It's taken me about 3 to 4 years to get my turf to where it's at now, and I rarely see a weed. It's very rare for me to see a weed, simply because the turf is so thick that sunlight can't penetrate and heat up those little seeds that might blow in or may just be there already. So work on getting that turf thick, and this pre-emergent is going to help you add a second barrier of protection to stopping crabgrass and some other weeds.